Hello, welcome back. Last time I got 2 diamonds, one in high tide and one in easy mode, and that was real nice. Today's the day I really want to get the cupboard crystal done, so let's go in here and figure this out. So I did my little mess around for 5 minutes and decide what is the main point of the puzzle before actually coming here to execute it. I have less information about this than I have other times that I've done that, but things I know. I must get the key from deep inside here. I successfully did that once. Getting the key involved sacrificing an object down there, probably a permanent one. Therefore, either the chest I was just in, or this cauldron. So I have to make a sacrifice, then I have to return to this room somehow, use the key to unlock the door, be inside one of these objects, revisit the room from another place, throw that object, and it has to be a permanent one, so whichever one I don't sacrifice for the key. I have a thought about which one I want to use for that. Move the thing, go back out of wherever I was in, and exit out of that object, then I'll have the crystal. Doesn't that mean I need 2 keys? Because if I'm going to a different instance of this room, it seems like I need the key twice. Because otherwise, I'll have the object either up there behind that door and be unable to pop out of it and touch the crystal, or I will it'll collide with the door as I throw it, and won't get to a place where I can do that. Yeah, don't I need 2 keys? Hold up, is there any way of doing this that doesn't involve opening that door twice? So the conclusion I thought I had here was that this chest is the most important object for the end of the puzzle because it contains the crystal room, and if I want to visit it in 2 different ways, that chest is the only way. Therefore, I would assume I would be carrying this cauldron, like, probably all the way in here, and then it has to get all the way back after it's gone down that cliff. I had ways of transporting things up this jump that involved, again, permanent objects, so my thought was the green cauldron is probably the sacrifice, and the chest is probably the one that I keep for travel here. Now what that means... Hold up, that means I can sacrifice both cauldrons, doesn't it? Because one cauldron's no good for me, if I don't have the other one. Well, the other one could be a useful stash spot, maybe. Let's say I were to have sacrificed both cauldrons. I have an idea of how I could get 2 keys, so I think that problem won't be the hard one to solve. Let's say I've sacrificed 2 cauldrons. As in, okay, let's say I don't have another cauldron. That means I would be in the red stack, somewhere down here, so what I would probably want to do... Oh, well. I want to bring that chest into itself, but that can't happen, and I just killed my cauldron. Hold on, let me see if this way of thinking works at all. Let's say we do it in the blue stack, since the blue stack starts in this room. That's a lot easier to think about. So I'm in this room. I'm in this chest. I'm back in the room. I move the chest. I pop out, and I'm where the crystal is and I can have it, if both of those doors are unlocked. Right? Let's see that again. I'm in this room. I unlock this door using 1 key. I go into this room, which only matters as an entry to that chest. I go in here. I need to use my second key to unlock that door. Then I toss this. There's no way I can mash that quick enough to pop out of here and just touch the crystal. Yeah, I got 0 airtime there. Yeah, and then the chest landed behind that door, and the door is also open, so therefore I can get the crystal. Okay, so that requires 2 keys. Something I had not realized until just now. 2 keys. I've gotten 1 key out. I'm not sure if when I did that I also had access to 2. I wasn't thinking about the puzzle in that way then. Okay, so if I wanted to... Ooh, okay, so I think I'm going to be doing a shuffle involving both permanent objects in here. Alright, let's start with going in here, this chest that I will be needing later. I can't have it right now, can I? Maybe I can! Hold on, if I... well, I'd lose that cauldron. Is there a place I can stash this? No. Well, I mean, I can go here and do this, sure, reverse that situation. One object must be stuck out at this top level. I know an ideal object for that. The ideal object for that is this chest, because I can remake it. Okay, let's make step 1 of this puzzle to get this chest carried up this cliff. That would do lots of good things for me. Ooh, I like that a lot. Okay, great, so that gives me a much smaller focus than like the entire surface area of the puzzle, which is pretty large. This has a lot of rooms. 1, 2, 2.0, 3, 4. Okay, well, you know what? For an ice palace puzzle, that is a lot of rooms. And 2 contexts. So all but one of the rooms can exist in 2 different ones. Alright, so mission. Get this chest out that exit. Okay? In order to do that, I can maybe do some cauldron magic. Probably somehow. What kind of cauldron magic? Okay, let's start with stashing it here. Alright, well, I mean, it's out now. It's there. Cool. And I can respawn it if I want. Which is nice. So I don't currently have access to that permanent chest, so I'd better be able to get into this room in such a way that... Hold on. No, I need that thing. So, alright, so this is already unsolvable, I believe. Not necessarily. No, I can take this over here, no problem. Okay, great. So that's there. And I can move this just up the thingy. Okay, so I can stash away as many of these as I want, and that's no problem at all. I don't need to go into this chest right now. I'm just going to take 2 copies of it. Alright, so both of these are this same chest. Now I can carry the cauldron up the thingy by going in here, putting it down, and, well, yeah, that's all there is to it. Now the chest. There's a bit of a trick here. Oh, but I can do... check it out. So I can put this into this chest, since I have an extra copy elsewhere. Switch contexts. I have 2 layers above me right now that would both paradox. and they point to different rooms. The first exit would take me to this room, which I want to be up here, which I can make happen easily like this. Alright, that's a useful operation. Yeah, okay, so getting that chest out makes all of this so much easier than it would be otherwise. If I just exit with this in my hands, everything is safe. Well, except I'm down here now. Okay, so let's... Gonna have to do that again. I'll sacrifice one of my copies of this chest, because I probably only need one extra, and if I don't, then, you know, I can make another. So I'll stash this here. Get it back. Alright, yeah, so getting my fingers familiar with all the state operations of the puzzle to make meaningful changes. Wait, something feels wrong here. It's not. I have this right. Okay, so leave it out of my hands. Exit empty-handed. And I paradox. I was one layer up from where I thought I was, of course. That was the time when I wanted it in my hands. I already have that diamond, right? No! Wait a second, I just exited out of a paradox that I've... Have I seen the cupboard paradox? I didn't really look at what that was. It felt familiar. So, wait, No, I think that was the first time I ever saw the cupboard paradox. Whoopsie! Well, you know what? I now have a record of how to do it. It didn't feel too hard. And, I'm sure I can do it again. How did I start this whole process, though? Still focusing on the crystal. But, okay, so for a moment we did see something new there. When I did this last time, I didn't jump into this cauldron for quite a while. I went in here first, put it down here, and well, that wasn't a very long while, but, you know. Chest number 1. Respawn it. You know what? Let's get 3 of them. Since I wasted one, maybe that'll happen again. Chest number 2. Chest number 3. All the copies of this I could ever want, probably. Next... Exit here empty-handed. False. No. Switch contexts. Go into this chest. Pull the greenie out. Put it into one of these I've stashed away. Doesn't matter which one, they're all the same. And that becomes a stash where I can go here to pull it out in this room. One layer above here is an entrance into this room from that chest in a different room, so I need to exit with it in my hands from here. However, I'm going to go one more layer deeper, deposit this, go down here, stash you in there, pull you out of the cupboard over here. Is this why the puzzle is called what it is? So now you're up that thingy. So this is where I must exit empty-handed. This is where I must exit full-handed. There we go. Okay, so I returned that to this room. Main thing I've accomplished without making any other state changes, I have placed copies of that chest in there, here, accessible to both contexts. Great, and this is the one that contains the key. Okay, so a very useful first operation. Great. And I could definitely repeat that if I had to. Now, next thing to do. If my plan was to... If I need 2 keys, doesn't that necessarily mean that I have to sacrifice the chest down here, not the cauldron? Well, I can swap one for the other, I think. Once I get the cauldron down here, I'm in good shape, I think. Okay, now this is a part I don't remember how to do, but it's probably basically the same in principle as what I had there. Probably. Let's first get these objects together. So I think the best way to do that is to take one of these copies of that over to this room, and just stick them both in it. Sure. That works for me. Nothing at all wrong with that. Alright, so top level of this is safe to exit at any time. I can now, of course, trivially go... Okay, so now hold up. There's another ingredient to this. First I want to switch contexts, bring one of these copies over. They are all coming in handy. I'm glad I made so many of these. This chest goes into this one. I'm inside the greenie now. So here is transport number 1 up this thing. And that's all fine and good. No problems here. I'll take this along with me in case it matters. And restash it in case it matters. Don't I want to do that again? Something similar to it. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to stash this away first. Okay, so next step. I got both of these up here. While I could encode an entrance to this chest here, could I get back to it? If I enter the chest... No, I wanted to make 2 entries when I did that thing. Or maybe 3. I guess that's reasonable. Alright, let's start this over. What's above me right now? It should be safe to exit. I think it's crystal room empty except for the chest that contains this room. Correct. Okay. So I want to be inside this chest twice or maybe 3 times. Twice to get to the key once, 3 times to get to the key twice, so I'll have 2 keys. Alright, let's see if I can do that. So I go in. Cauldron stays here. I need one of you. Yeah, and having you up on top of this cliff is just way more convenient than anything else. I'm gonna need more of you, probably. How many will I need? Maybe I can recover some of these after this process. So I go in here, I go in here, I get another one. Yeah, I think I'm short one of these. Alright, well let me do as many as I can do. I go in here, I go in here. That might be enough. So now no, I don't have one of those chests right now. That is inconvenient. I think I might have a solution to that. I do. Okay, simple solution. Doesn't work the way I want it to. Alright, so I'm... Yeah, should have taken more of these chests. So this will get me 1 key, right? Wait, but if I'm doing this from in there, then I don't have the green chest. Wait, hold on. I'm a little disoriented here. You know what? I don't know exactly where I am in the state graph. I know how to go back and make more copies of the thing. Let's make more copies of the thing. I need the cauldron in here. I'm gonna take 5 of these. 1. 2. I felt like I had a use for 4, therefore let me take one more than I felt like I had a use for. Three. If I were to guess, I would guess that my ultimate solution is going to show me that this step is unnecessary. But that could go either way. Right now it looks like it's helpful. 4. And then the extra one in case I need it. Number 5. Alright, 5 of these stashed away. Great. Next thing to do. Gonna pull one out of off the shelf. That goes to a convenient space where I can stash my... No. Wait. Okay, yeah, so one stays in that room. You know what? That'll be my 6th. You stay here. Wait. What happens? No, one ends up at the top of this level. Okay, well, that's gonna be this one then. How does it do that? Wait, how do I do the other part of this? Something's missing here. Somehow one of those chests gets up here? How does that happen? By me picking up the green chest. Yeah, okay, so I encode that entry, then I go get that chest from here and take it out. Alright, that's my next step. I said I could repeat that, but it's not quite as simple as I might have thought. Alright, so then that goes into one of these. And just sits there. Cauldron comes in here. That doesn't seem right, because it's not. I'm not ready for this step yet. First I pull this out. And I go into it. Okay, so that's fine for the cauldron. I can just exit now to keep things simple, right? Sure, of course. Stash this here. Okay, yeah, that makes things simpler than whatever I was doing before. Switch contexts to pull that out. Still got a whole shelf full of those extra chests over there. So now both are on this level. Here is when I exit with a thing in my hand, because I'm at that lair. Okay, great. Cauldron comes out, and I might... Well, I'm gonna need that room again for some stuff, but not this. Okay, so I'm out here at this lair. I remember my next step having been to take one of these over to this spot. I don't remember exactly why, but that's what I did. Seems reasonable. Okay, so having both of these in here, the next thing I want is several entries into this chest. I won't have to pull anything out ever, so just go in, don't worry about the cliff. So that's 2, 3. Yes, okay. Switch contexts. 3 may have been more than I needed. That's okay, doesn't matter. Alright, pull another off the shelf. Just so I can keep track. Chest has to go up, cauldron has to No, cauldron doesn't have to stay. I'm in the red context. This would go to itself. Okay, so I think I have more things encoded than I needed, which is okay, probably. Let's assume it's okay. Oh, no, I need to keep track exactly. Alright, so I am currently inside that chest 3 times in the blue context, I think. Or is it... it's 3, isn't it? It's probably 3. Let's assume it's 3. Alright. So, I didn't want to put that there. All I want to do is plop those down the thing, both at once, and just exit twice. Really, it only needs to be the chest, but it might as well also be the cauldron, because I'm going to need to get back here. So just throw down, throw down. Right now, I feel confident I can recreate this, which I did not the last time I was through here. I still have 2 more entries into this room encoded. Okay, well, let's get 3 keys. Why not? Maybe I'll accidentally waste a key somewhere. Key number 1. Then I just want to exit. That'll give me key number 2. I do it again, I get key number 3. Unless I miscounted and I paradox. I kinda remember this background. This was already embedded like at 1 layer. So if I go out again, this should be safe. Okay, key number 3, in case I need it, is here. Alright, key stash, right here. Very nice. I might be able to do everything else from right where I am, actually. Because here's the crystal room. I can just take it in here and enter it with these permanent objects. And then just kind of forget this exists. But no, this needs to come back to... Yeah, so I have crystal room access, yes, but that's only access once. Once is not enough. Unless I'm also here in the red context, in which case maybe it would be, and I can do that. I think I might be almost done with this puzzle right now. So, let's make a key stash actually here. What chest is that? That's the crystal chest, I think. Right? Right, okay. So crystal chest is going to go on the left, where the keys are stashed. Key stash becomes this spot. Yeah, problem is if I put this cauldron in there, then I don't currently have access to the crystal chest. If I exited from here, where would I be? In the crystal room, coming out of the chest that... in the crystal room, coming out of the chest that just contains this room, so it is safe to exit from here. So I suspect what I want to do... Okay, so I think I'm doing cauldron travel, because I can definitely get both contexts to the crystal room with what I have here. Okay, I'm leaving this room. How am I doing that? By bringing... Yeah, okay, I see how I'm doing that, so I'm gonna put my keys away here. I definitely don't need all 3. I think I need 2. That's fine. Probably. Yeah, definitely. I need to extract this cauldron, and the thing I don't need anymore is this chest. Yeah, that one has done its job. Its final job is going to be extraction of this cauldron. I put the cauldron in it. I put the cauldron in here. I exit twice, empty-handed. And yeah, I'm done with this puzzle now. Great. So since I set up my stack correctly here, I can exit with this cauldron, be in the crystal room with it, use the cauldron to switch contexts, stash a key over here because I'm going to need it. Might as well just use it. stash another one because I can only bring one thing into the crystal chest, and that's the cauldron. And yeah, puzzle's done at this point. Great, I did it. Okay, so key comes to the other context. Key opens that door. I toss the cauldron. Am I in the correct context for this? I believe so. Yes. And I'm done. Nice. Alright. Well, that was good. I landed where I would have entered the chest, but it didn't enter the chest because I was mid-crystal getting. Yo, check it! I got all the crystals in the outer layer of this. That feels good. Oh man. I almost didn't think I would make it here, but it happened. That is very nice. What a satisfying screen. It'll be even more so when I have all the diamonds. I have all the rubies here. I'm missing 4 diamonds. I just laid eyes on one here in cupboard. So yeah, paradoxing here, as I suspected, not too hard. Kinda just happens easily as part of the crystal solving process. Once again, rubies are easiest, diamonds are medium, crystals are always the hardest. That's pretty much how it goes. So yeah, there's a big mess here and a day out, but I'm feeling currently pretty confident about cleaning up, at the very least. What's this called? The Ice Palace? Sure. Yeah, that's where all the icy looking stuff is, so it makes sense. Alright, yeah. Look at all that purple. Okay, probably gonna try a cupboard paradox next time because I have now laid eyes on it, and it's the first... I think it's maybe the only puzzle I've looked at and not seriously attempted, other than maybe... How hard did I try for Treasure Crystal? I might not have very hard. And there's still some paradox and nowhere access in here that I need to work out, especially the, like, impossible one where there are no permanent objects. What if inside a paradox, somewhere that I haven't really looked at fully, there's a permanent cauldron? That would make sense. You have to know where from a paradox. That would explain, rather than having to know where from an impermanent cauldron, which you can't do, I'm pretty sure. There's probably one inside a paradox somewhere. Okay, got it. Alright, so next time, probably covered diamond, unless something else strikes my fancy. I'll see you then!